You're supposed to make noises.
I'm
keeping this. TheSephiwraith live. You know, I thought of a name for this the other day, and it was really good. But stupid me didn't write it down, so now it's lost to the void.
The void seems to take a lot of casualties, doesn't it?
Honestly, a lot of my best ideas, unless I write them down, they go into the void, which is why we're doing our brainstorming session for this podcast as the first episode.
It's not brainstorming for the listeners, it's coming attractions. This is to get you excited for season 1 of TheSephiwraith podcast reignited.
Season 2. This is season 1, the first episode. Just make that a gag. Every new episode is a new season.
Every episode is the season 1, episode 1.
Yeah, so like that segue.
It's just a brand new show every time, and it gets canceled at the end of each podcast.
So yeah, I guess this is episode 0, but like, we're gonna do our brainstorming for this podcast. Yeah, we're gonna do it as a podcast. This is some fucking Elon Musk shit right here, ladies and gentlemen.
We're getting so meta that it's going to destroy the internet.
I'm gonna shoot my car into space and support Nazis.
Yay! Well,
asterisk so I don't get sued. Elon Musk only allegedly supports Nazis.
Thank you for the disclaimer.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that people knew it was only an allegation.
We're also going to support...
I'm not definitively saying Elon Musk supports Nazis.
We're also going to support cryptocurrency and then cause its downfall. Yay!
Yay! Okay, so I found out, just off topic, immediately.
It's a podcast, there's nothing off topic.
I found out the other day there's something called a waifu coin, and let me tell you, I don't have money, but when I have money, I am investing all my money into waifu coins.
That sounds like an absolutely horrible idea.
They're not even worth like a cent, or even half a cent. They're worth when I looked, worth I don't know, maybe a 600th of a percent.
What's even the point of I mean, I guess it's a joke, the same way that Dogecoin was a joke, but why?
To make money on waifu coins.
It's all a scam to deprive the rest of the world of graphics cards. That's all cryptocurrency is.
Yeah.
And you heard it here first.
I actually, I was asking my brother a couple months back. I was like, if I needed to, update my PC, because I built this in 2013. I was like, what parts should I buy? And he's like, you should wait for 2 years and then do it. It's like, okay. Alright, brainstorming session. So, first episode. What's our first episode? It should be the weight loss episode. Weight loss update from 3 years ago.
The highly anticipated sequel to our plans for weight loss.
I was about to say, it's just
pre-COVID.
It's just video of us both hysterically crying for 30 minutes.
30 minutes straight, just occasionally glancing at a mirror or a scale and then bursting into tears again.
I have a glass scale. I can just chuck it across the room, have it shatter on the wall.
See, I'd do that if A, I wanted to destroy my scale, which I do not, and B, if I thought that wouldn't make people come running and wondering what's going on.
See, that's part of the bit.
Just, are you okay, Dovi? Just turn around. No, not! I'm fat! Ah! Just slam the door.
You did this to me!
While looking in the mirror.
Yeah. Also, you don't own your house, so I feel like you throwing scales across the room.
Yeah, that might not be the best thing to do. I feel like litigation may come up in that case.
I was about to say, wait until you move into your new house and then throw scales across the room.
A whole new house to trash. It'll be amazing.
Alright, for serious. Episode 1. Indie games.
Okay, that's a good topic. There's a bunch. There's
Solid.
a bunch to talk about. Doesn't have to be current indie games. It could be things you're playing recently, things that you want people to play.
I feel like how we should do this is we should have like a main topic and then like a subtopic, which is just current events. And then we should have...
And then every episode the subtopic becomes the main topic.
Yeah, and it's not politics. Not allowed. I'm literally writing that down. No
Aside from
politics.
Well, I guess Elon Musk isn't necessarily politics.
Yeah, he's a meme.
He's a meme.
A
He
very
falls under
destructive
the memes category.
All right. Can we talk about the fact that memes have become tools of war?
Yeah, I mean,
Can we talk about that? When did that happen?
I would say like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, memes started becoming bad.
We started with Icon has cheeseburger, and it somehow turned into Nazi propaganda, and I want to know how that happens.
There's one answer and one answer only, and that is chat forums, which I will not name specifically because I don't want them coming after us.
You know what? If I was going into college right now, here's some advice for you kids. If I was going into college right now, I would study history, but my focus would be meme history.
You know, that's gonna be a legitimate college course.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on, because there's nobody doing that right now. And guess what? You can be the world's first memologist, and you can tell people that completely seriously.
The first meme professor.
And then you can become internet famous and make videos on YouTube about like the origins of memes, and then talk about your favorite memes.
People
there you go.
With how fast memes die, that would be... I mean, I guess it would be similar to being a paleontologist, but like...
If you get a doctorate, you can be a doctor memologist.
The meme doctor.
I feel like we should have a debate right now on that topic. Okay, if a person is not a medical doctor, but they get a doctorate, do you still call them doctor?
I think so. It means they did the work. Doctor doesn't necessarily mean that they are a healer. Doctor just means that they have achieved a specific level of education.
I think it depends on the context. I'm not going to lie, because there are some times where
if it's an honorary doctorate, I don't think that they should be called doctor.
Well, not only that, there are just some situations where you don't insist on using that term. Like anything remotely involving something like medical related, no. I don't. Get out of here, Ross Geller. Like
once someone starts insisting on being called a doctor, that kind of takes away from their legitimacy to be called a doctor.
See, also, footnote. We don't have a name for people who have master's degrees, and I think that we should call people with master degrees master, because I want to be called Master John.
I feel like that will conjure a whole load more problems.
You thought the doctor people were annoying? Guess what?
People will just stop getting doctorates because they prefer to be called master.
Mr. Juans, your prescription is ready. That's Master Juans to you!
Doctor!
Jeez. Alright, episode 2. Anime. I know we already did an anime one way before. You can't watch that anymore, but we're doing an anime one again.
We've been watching more anime, so we are allowed to do more.
Also, I'm a giant weeaboo now, so thanks, Steven. Look what you fucking did.
It was a group effort.
All right. Episode 3. Waifus. Just extend the anime.
Well, waifus can be video games. It's a combination of episodes 1 and 2 together.
I made the argument yesterday that waifus is a unisex term.
I mean,
so,
you know,
cover both grounds.
Technically, husbandos is the male term, but waifus can still
No, we're
count.
all about that progressivism. Waifu is just now unisex. That's
Waifu is a character that is fictional whom you like a lot. That's just the general term, so it fits. It works.
Okay, good. We got.
Of course,
3
if
episodes.
you insist that it's a fictional character to someone, and it's their waifu, they might get angry at you. So be careful.
Seasons. We got 3 seasons so far.
3 whole seasons. 1 more, and we'll have a year.
We need to have 6 and a movie. That's how this works.
Does the movie have to be good?
No, it does not.
No.
Actually, it's almost mandated that it be bad.
The movie is going to be a slap in the face to anyone who enjoys it and completely ruin the prospects for another season and or revival.
I think we should do an episode on Let's Playing. Like, the original pre-streaming thing. Let's Playing.
Remember YouTube?
Yeah, remember, who makes videos on YouTube?
Let's just talk about Let's Playing, but, like, insist that it didn't progress past, like, 2014. It was just, like, 2008-ish till 2014, and that's it. Nothing happened afterward.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know what? It kind of sucks that, like, Let's Playing got co-opted by, like, all the famous people, because it died as an art form because of that. Nobody does Let's Plays anymore. Like, well, you do Let's Plays, and also, when this comes out, I will probably be doing Let's Plays again. But what I mean is, no one's doing Let's Plays and thriving, damn it.
Yeah, it's just a... Well, I guess we'll talk about it in the episode.
Yeah, there we go. Cut that off. That's only a teaser for you.
There's a lot that has happened.
It's only a teaser.
And you'll hear our opinions of it sometime in the future.
Almost got carried away there. I almost talked about the topic before the season came out.
Gosh,
Jesus.
Talking about something during a podcast, that would have been terrible.
Alright, I had an idea. Ocean. Number 5, Ocean. I think we should have an entire episode where we just gush about the ocean.
Can I, like, prepare a list of all of my favorite sea creatures and what I love about them?
I'm pretty sure that's mandated.
Yes. Okay. I have a lot to talk about.
Alright, I got 5 ideas. Dovey's turn. 5 ideas, let's go. Doesn't matter if they're gonna just toss them out there.
Okay, bad ideas, sure. Let's see, we got the anime, we got the video games. I would say, like, something about art forms, but, like, not necessarily art that you do, but art that you like. You know, styles and things. I feel like it might be interesting to actually talk about something like that. Like,
See, we could do that, but the problem is I'm not an artist.
No, you'd be like, I mean, you're not an artist, but you have enjoyed pictures, correct?
Yes, I can say that.
There have been physical manifestations of people's talents that you have enjoyed.
Yeah.
Art encompasses music, it encompasses writing, so I think it'd be interesting to talk about
that's a good point.
Creative endeavors that we have enjoyed in our lives.
I'm writing this on the list as intersectional art.
Using the big words.
Yeah, and then I'll forget what that means, and I'll look at the list in like 7 weeks, be like, what the fuck is
cross
this?
it off.
What kind of progressive nonsense?
Let's see.
Alright. Episode 7. What you got?
Let's see. Places we would like to visit.
Yes. I'm just gonna call that traveling.
Travel, yeah. There are a lot of places that I would like to visit for various reasons, especially like foreign places, and Certainly a lot of discussion for that.
Yeah, I want to go to Antarctica. I saw an anime about that.
I want to go to Japan, specifically Shibuya, because like it's in every video game, and I need to see if it's real.
I was kidding. I don't want to go to Antarctica.
I know.
That would be literal hell for me.
The absolute cold.
You ever just want to torture me for the rest of my life? Send me to fucking Antarctica, Jesus.
I mean, the good news about Antarctica is that there are very few people who can bother you there. Like, yes, it's cold and desolate, but also very far away from the people you dislike.
And I'll finally get to live out my dream of fist fighting a penguin. I've wanted to do this for so long.
Wins? What if the penguin wins?
The penguins have had it good for too long, god damn it. Anyway, yeah, well, emperor penguins are pretty tall. They might win. They got a chance.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Books episode. I'm writing that down.
Books is good too. I like that.
Books.
All right. But then we have to get into the controversial things.
Politics.
Episode 9 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Episode 9. Video game console rankings. We have to establish the viewership before we get canceled.
See, I say that if we do that, we also have to add like a positive element where we gush about them. Like I'll be like, oh, I loved the N64. Here are my favorite N64 games, and then we just like talk about that.
N64 controller is trash, but
it is. Honestly, you need fucking 3 hands for that thing. Like.
Well, you know, for those of us with 3 hands.
Yeah, Nintendo was ahead of their time. They were being inclusive.
They really liked those radiation mutants. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I mean, you know, you see stuff like that in Adventure Time, and so it's going to happen eventually.
Okay, topic number 10. World War I.
That's not political at all.
I'm gonna write asterisk non-political. we gotta talk about
a
World War
non-political discussion of World War I. There was a battle, and people shot at other people, and there was a death toll.
Honestly, listen, like there's this push right now for teachers to teach history in a quote-unquote non-biased manner, and it's mostly by like right-wing people. But it's like, how, especially American history, how do you teach history in such a way that there is no political spin? Like,
it's impossible because you're presenting, by presenting it in itself, you have to put a spin on it, unless you're just not giving any facts whatsoever.
You're gonna have to, like, skip over Reagan, like... Reagan never happened.
The American people elect a human being every 4 years. That's the least political way of putting it, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes that human being lasts for 8 years, and sometimes that human being lasts for less than 4 years.
That's true. Unless, like, you know, special situations where they sometimes last 4 years, but just 4 years, and you hope and pray that it becomes just 4 years. Because, you know, if they get any further past 4 years, you're gonna have a fucking mental breakdown and or flee the country!
Sometimes you think about how your biggest hope in life is that Grover Cleveland will forever be an anomaly.
Who?
He was the president that was elected in non-consecutive terms.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I have this problem, whereas I only know the presidents up to Reagan. As in, I know backwards from the current president to Reagan, and then I know fucking none of the other ones.
Episode 11. We make fun of the names of vice presidents.
Oh, we skipped episode 10, but you know...
No, I thought episode 10 was the non-biased World War I.
Oh, true. Forgot.
I don't want to do that. I don't actually want to do that.
I was about to say I didn't write it down, so don't you worry. What do we got?
Let's see. Well, let's see. We did the console rankings. I don't think people are ready for video game rankings because every time I bring up my hot takes, people get mad.
All right, I got one. All right. So, on the topic of weight loss, episode 10, snack food tier rankings.
All right. We might have some differences there because not all snacks are kosher. Can I just bring in like random kosher food that you have never heard of, and you'll bring in just random things, and we'll try to make like a parody between them?
I was about to say, what we could do is we could, that tier list maker website? We can make one of those where we just upload the images.
That's true.
And then, like, you'll give me a list of kosher stuff to buy, I guess. I would say, and I would give you a list of non-kosher stuff to buy, but God
it does not work that way.
I was about to say, God ain't gonna be happy with that.
I mean, there's a lot of products that are kosher, but not like Jewish brands. Like things like Snyder's brand or Most Wise products or Frito-Lay and things like that.
Yeah.
So it'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
Or we can both just like, I don't know, name stuff. Maybe we can make our own tier lists. Like, I can be like, all right, first one, Lifesaver gummies. Second one, Lifesaver gummies.
An entire thing of snack foods, and it's just a row of S-tier Lifesaver gummies. Or maybe you just rank each flavor individually.
Yeah. Can we talk about, also, just off topic real quick, can we talk about the fact that they acknowledged that the pink Starburst is the best one? They formally acknowledged it.
Is pink the pink grapefruit or something?
I don't know what it is, but it's delicious, and it was the definitive best one, and everyone else is a fucking idiot for thinking otherwise. Pink Starburst.
I can't remember if that's kosher or not. I don't think so, but I think there's like a knockoff brand.
I was about to say, I wouldn't think so. Honestly, no one should put it into their body.
Well, kosher doesn't necessarily mean healthy for you.
I was about to say, it should arguably be illegal. I don't know what satanic shit they did to spawn Starbursts. But it shouldn't be a thing. Alright, episode 11, what you got?
Episode 11. That should be... That should be... I was about to say favorite medications, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Soft! Okay. I think we should do an episode on Animal Crossing.
It's always good. Oh god, imagine if we did Animal Crossing character rankings. Just imagine.
Okay, top tier, Marshall. Bottom tier, Goldie.
And then we die.
Yep. Listen, she's a traitorous hoe. I have proof.
I kind of want to do this now.
Honestly, just make another tier list, but it's just all the Animal Crossing characters. Alright. What we got? Number 12. We're going strong. We're almost at 15. Which is very generous, assuming that this will last 15 episodes.
Let's see. What else? What else is there? I'm trying to think of, like, things I interact with in my life as, like, food, video games, art, YouTube. We already covered those. Anime.
Nature.
Nature. I mean, ocean is and travel kind of make up for that.
This is true. I was about to say, like, what can we really say? We should just write, like, bad poetry about nature, and that's the podcast.
Live poetry creation.
The sun shines today.
I used to love writing poetry.
Shines on the green trees. Yeah, that's 7. This was a haiku.
Yay.
Poetry snaps. Let's go.
I used to love writing poetry until one of my English teachers said that she hated it and graded me badly on everything that I did, so I stopped.
I gotta be honest with you. I am the worst English major in the world. I hate poetry. I think Shakespeare is overrated and we should stop teaching him.
I mean, yeah.
I also think we should modernize all the books that we teach to kids because, let's be honest, no one gives a fuck. Nobody. No one cares.
Abolish MLA format in every related thing.
No. Okay. I have opinions on this. Hang on. We keep MLA and we abolish everything else. We only need one!
There's like a specific formatting for history papers, a specific formatting for like law stuff. It's like every single profession has its own format, and it's slightly different, and it drives me absolutely out of my mind.
See, I could talk about the fact that like MLA format needs to stop being so fucking God, what's the word I'm looking for here? Needs to stop being so snobby, I guess.
Yeah.
The word's not coming to me, but snobby is probably the closest thing. Yeah, elitist. I don't know. I'm going off topic real quick. There's this whole thing about like prescriptive grammar versus descriptive grammar. Prescriptive grammar is essentially grammar in which you write in a formal setting, like school and all that. And then descriptive grammar is writing in a manner that people actually talk.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and there's I don't know, maybe it's just a coincidence. We can put it out there, but prescriptive grammar tends to reflect European society and how traditional, how white people talk. You know what? There you go. And descriptive grammar, which is not allowed in formal settings, is everybody else. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that, my personal opinions is that, if you write a paper and you can get your point across, that's what should matter. Yeah. Not the length, not how elegant it is. You write papers so that people will understand a thing.
Yeah! Well, what's also incredibly frustrating is they assign us reading on all these non-traditional authors who broke writing formats, and then they're like, okay, isn't this person great? No, you can't break writing formats on your assignments. What do you think this is, you clown?
Now write a paper based on this author that is completely the set format. No learning from this person.
Yeah,
but aren't they great?
I know there's some professors, at least at my school, that are trying to push for non-traditional writing too, to the point it's not writing. I had one person have me make a YouTube video. That was really fun. Dobie proofread that one.
Yep.
And then another one had us do a podcast. So Dobie, we're authors right now.
Oh my gosh. I really
Mom!
hope that this...
Guess what?
I really hope this gets us on the New York Times bestseller list.
We should. Okay. Back to the podcast.
Anyway, yeah. So writing is hypocritical.
I was about to say I don't think we can use that topic anymore. We just covered it.
Just cut this out and upload it as its own mini podcast when the time comes.
All right. We need four more ideas, and then we got 15. And if we last more than 15, well, that was divine intervention. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do after that.
Let's see. I was gonna say something like favorite collectibles, but I think that groups into video games.
We should talk about cons.
Why not pros?
Okay, anyway.
Just have an episode entirely about MagFest.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, we can talk about HuanCon too. You've been to HuanCon.
That's true. We went to Africa.
We did go to Africa. We're very progressive at HuanCon Incorporated.
And by the time we record that podcast, there may have been
there twice.
Yeah,
Possibly.
there may have been
Depends.
more HuanCon. We'll see.
We're either going to Africa or we're going to New Zealand. It depends on COVID.
Honestly, like, you know, it's really good either way.
Yeah.
You know, fresh air and sunshine and, you know, different hemisphere. Okay, fine. We'll have the con episode. That works. That works.
I think we should do an episode on childhood nostalgia.
Hmm.
And we should particularly prepare 3 forms of media, or like not 3 forms of media, but like 3 examples for each type of media that makes us nostalgic, like games, TV, anime, because anime is separate than TV.
I'll have an entire... And it'll be fun because, you know, with us being separated by a few years, I'll have, like, more 80s nostalgia and you'll have more 90s nostalgia.
And I'll be
That's
relatable.
Right. I'm going to talk about, like, sporks and hula hoops, and you'll be talking about your iPod or whatever you kids had.
I was poor. I didn't have an iPod, Toby G.
I didn't have an iPod either.
I had an N64. That was good enough. Harvest Moon 64 fucking carried me.
Talk about growing up with an NES versus an N64.
Yeah, I feel bad for you. Anyway.
And Apple II computers. And okay, that works.
Yeah, we could talk about those like giant fucking Apple computers. I miss those. Honestly, they were very artistic. Like, I feel like you could hollow out Apple computers and make a fish tank or something.
Yeah. Those cool Apple computers were actually after my time.
Oh, well.
My school had the really old DOS computers.
Again, I feel bad for you. Born in the worst era.
Listen, I mean, we already discussed the other day that I was born before the fall of the Soviet Union, so I'm practically 100 years old at this point.
This is true. I was about to say, there's the people born in the mid to late 90s and early 2000s, and then there's everyone else who didn't get to benefit from that. Maybe say a prayer. 14, depression.
No.
Can you imagine that? Like, all these stupid-ass topics, and then we just
have
a mental health episode.
A therapy session. I don't want to do that.
What if we got, like, a psych student or something, and we just have the psych student give us both therapy as the episode? Oh my god, marriage counseling.
Episode 14, TheSephiwraith divorce proceedings.
Yeah, I'm joking, but I'm writing that down. 14 is marriage counseling.
We need to have a guest for that to act as the mediator, though.
Yeah. I'm sure I could find a psych student somewhere. Like, I'm 99% sure at least one person has said that they are a psych student, so we could find one.
I mean, technically I'm a psych student, but I can't mediate myself.
Yeah, there's a little bit of bias there.
As someone who took 1.5 years of psychology, my expert opinion is that you, sir, are insane.
I took, as part of my, like, CJ degree, I had to take both Intro to Psychology and also Crisis Intervention, and I put that shit on all my applications forever.
It's a good...
It's a very hireable trait to be like, yeah, I know how to deal with crazy people. Like, part 1, you don't call them crazy. 2,
I know how to deal with crazy people. I am one.
That's this Falcon and the Winter Soldier's quote. Bucky's like, well, he's definitely crazy, because I'm a crazy person, so I know how to recognize one. Okay, 15, Marvel tier list.
Oh.
We're gonna do both the characters and the movies.
Ooh, I like this. Alright, I mean, we can settle the F tier movie right now.
Yeah. Captain Marvel. Just kidding, no.
It's Thor 2.
I feel the need to specify. I love Captain Marvel.
It's a great movie. I'm looking forward
I'm not
to the
one of
second
those.
one.
Yeah, me too.
They announced that second one. That's gonna be fun.
I will say I'm a little annoyed at the amount of like team up movies that they're insisting on doing. Like, okay, one person's okay. Like if you wanted Carol and also like what's her face? I forgot her name. Monica. If you wanted Carol and Monica, like there you go. That's a movie. Or if you wanted Carol and Miss Marvel, like there you go. That's another one. But why are you putting all three in the same movie? It's too much. 3 is a crowd, Marvel.
I think that they should bring back Iron Man and put him in every movie.
I've got this theory that they're gonna find a way to bring Robert Downey Jr. back through like the whole multiverse thing. This is spoilers, by the way. Spoilers and also conspiracy theories. I have a feeling they're gonna try and like bring him back through the whole multiverse thing as like a surprise.
That would, I mean, he and Chris Evans were like the money makers. So
okay, 16. Time travel, because I have a lot to say about this.
Is this like theories on time travel?
No, just a general discussion about time travel. Because I don't know, I've watched Endgame a few times, just a few, and yeah, they have created at least like 20 branch timelines just like for their actions. Like there are some things.
I mean, that's like why the Loki show is happening.
Yeah. Because it's like, there's the immediate one, obviously, there's Loki. But then there's also Steve going back to the past and having kids in the past. There's the absence of Thanos and his army in 2014. There's Gamora going to the future, like... And also, I also have, like, physics opinions, because time travel should, obviously, be impossible. But, like, if you were to successfully time travel... You should technically trigger a big crunch event because you're adding to the mass of the universe, which...
Yeah, I feel like I actually saw something that talked about that, how that there's like a way that it doesn't add matter or something.
Yeah, well, see, I talked about this on the Discord, and I was like, we're using up this topic, god damn it.
No, there's more. There's a lot more to talk about time travel, but keep going.
See, my theory was if you could, like, if your corporeal form after you time travel is manifested from matter from, like, the time that you're time traveled to, then you wouldn't add mass to the universe because you're just made out of mass that was already there. But, like, you would have to figure out how to do that. And also how to not die. Like
yeah, it's like in a similar vein with Star Trek. You know, to get nerdy, they have like transporters there. You know, teleport you from one place to another, and it doesn't like take all your matter and then send it somewhere. It just creates a new person at the destination point and destroys the person at the starting point.
See, that's some existential shit right there.
And yeah, the show goes into that a few times about people like, oh, and like, you know, what happens if it doesn't destroy the person at the source. But you know,
dead?
I think
did I die?
Right, so I think it could be like a similar thing of like time travel, that it's you know, it demakes you somewhere and remakes you elsewhere, but it's not like a transference of matter. It's a just changing matter in two locations type of thing.
All right. While we were talking about this, I came up with another idea. 17 is Danganronpa. Specifically, we are centralizing the topic here. We're gonna make like a tier list of Danganronpa characters, but also the central debate is Kyoko Kirigiri versus Chiaki Nanami. Who is best waifu? Because we had this argument last night on the call that you were not a part of. It's like I told them to debate me, and then I offered that up. I'm like, is Kyoko or Chiaki the better waifu? And yeah, shenanigans ensued.
And then you throw in, what about Maki?
Who?
But you haven't played D3, so you don't know.
Yeah. See, like...
You need to play Danganronpa V3 before we do that episode. I
was about to say, I keep getting bummed out because I had a lot of V3 spoiled for me, but then people bring up characters. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
See, you need to play V3 before we do that episode, and then when you're fresh on that, and you can come and talk about, all your new waifus, then we'll be able to make the tier list.
Yeah, that's 17 weeks from now. We should be good.
What's going to be even better, though? Not playing V3 and making the tier list anyway.
Yes.
Be like, who the heck is this? F. Just...
Well, I know the one guy is getting fucking S tier. What's his name? Ultimate Supreme Leader, fucking...
Oh, Kokichi, yeah.
S tier, right? Like, I was exposed to him for 30 seconds. S tier. Baseball is solid. He gets great. A tier.
For a second, I was like, you talk about Leon from the first game? No.
No, baseball. I'm talking about baseball, Toby.
Talking about baseball. That's like baseball, Thor. Who else did you have?
I can say her name now, Kaede.
I'm very proud of you.
I know! I learned that you have to pronounce every single vowel.
I'm really happy you're not saying Katie.
I can't. Honestly, that's weird because that's my sister's name. I would just be screaming that. She would just come in and be like, "What?"
I saw there's an amazing thing that was like on the Danganronpa wiki for an April Fool's thing. They made a 4Kids version of Danganronpa, like the 4Kids sanitized. Yeah. So the name they came up with, Kaede, was Katie O'Clues. Not Kaede, for Kyoko. Kyoko, they just did Danganronpa 1, so Kyoko Kirigiri was Katie O'Clues, and it was amazing. It's all similar things that were absolutely, just hurts deep inside to read. Maybe we'll go over that, too, in the Danganronpa 1.
Alright, any more ideas?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure after the Danganronpa podcast, we'll be... done. Yeah,
we will be dead or
final
hiding.
If we didn't hit the final straw with the consoles or the Marvel list or snack foods, then it's 100% going to be Danganronpa that destroys us.
I was about to say watch. It's going to be time travel that does this in. We're gonna have physicists come in and be like, well, actually.
See, around a black hole, once you get past the event horizon...
I don't care, nerd!
So how long are the podcasts supposed to be, by the way?
Well, they were supposed to be 30 minutes, but we're going on 45.
I mean, this is a special introductory episode where, you know
know what? I think we just make them as long as we damn well please. How about that?
That works.
I ain't standardizing no fucking format.
Yeah, see, that's what we're talking about with the writing. The standardized formats are the, that's the bane of creativity right there.
Yeah, we're progressive around here.
That's right.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
18, why we should get rid of food stamps and let the poor starve.
Okay, so 18, once we're canceled, we start the politics.
Yeah. Once we're already bad people. That's when we start shelling out, you know?
God. 19. Episode 19 is asking for corporate sponsorship.
We don't even make money on this, but, you know.
We just start like talking about products, hoping that someone will give us money for it.
All right, here's the plan. We both grow our hair out, right? And then we dye it blonde, and we start working on Fox News. There you go. That's the plan.
I don't know if my soul would let me do that. Like, I think I would actually like die.
Yeah, honestly. Anyway, 18. What do we got? All right, brain, do your thinking. I'm gonna do that Varric thing. I don't know how long ago you watched Legend of Korra. He like hangs himself upside down.
Yeah.
And like eats a pepper and has all the blood rush to his head. That's what I'm doing right now.
I don't know. I mean, we got anime, food, video games, Danganronpa. That's pretty much all of the life values.
I think we should have a few joke ones. 18 will be month tier list.
We should make a tier list where we rank all of our previous tier lists.
I'm writing that down. Tier list.
It'll be a short episode.
Separate from anime, we should do a Studio Ghibli one.
We just talk about Ghibli in general. I mean, yeah, that encompasses anime and art and travel also, because I want to go to the places in the Ghibli movies.
I was about to say, the Ghibli Museum? Want to go there.
I want to go there.
Apparently it's like a kid's thing, though. Like, it was built for children, and just full-grown adults just show up. And they're like, yeah, we like this. Oh, look, it's a cat bus slide. I'm going to get on this. You wait your turn, Jimmy. Oh, the Danganronpa one will be fun, because I'm gonna take Hajime Hinata, and he's going to bottom tier, below Nagito. we talked about that yesterday too. The fact that I fucking hate Hajime.
Oof.
All right, number 20. Last one, Dovey. Strong push.
Strong push. I mean, it could be just actually talking about, not ranking our previous podcasts, but just a
I had
talking about the previous season.
My idea was World Wars ranked, or like not World Wars, like World War One, World War Two, but like wars in general. Wars in general as a tier list.
I don't want to do that.
No, we're not actually doing that.
This tier. Let's see the ranking the battles. Alamo versus the Battle of Gettysburg.
The top tier one was when Canada burned down the White House.
1812.
Next
no.
one.
That's false, by the way. The top tier war are the Australian Emu Wars.
Oh, true. Fuck, forgot about that.
Where the emus won twice.
Yeah, honestly, that's the best fun fact in the world.
I love it.
Australia not only lost a war to birds once, they lost a war to birds twice.
And they had artillery.
I was about to say, apparently they're like bulletproof to a degree, like emus.
Yeah, there was so many of them, and there are such hardy creatures that they just soaked up the bullets. A lot of them died, but they soaked up the bullets, and the Australian army just flat out ran out of ammunition.
See,
they
this
lost.
Like I said, when I'm 20 years from now, picture it. It's a desolate landscape. You just hear a war cry from the blood-stained sky, and it's like, you just hear thudding, and it's my army of emus just surging over a hill.
That's why Australia has to be so far away from the rest of the world, because otherwise the emus would just like cross a land bridge and take over.
Turns out Australia was like an ancient prison, not only for like obviously people that you wanted to get rid of, but also animals that you wanted to get rid of.
That's why everything there is so deadly.
Yeah.
We just didn't know.
All right, 20. Aliens. There we go. 20,
Okay.
20 episodes.
I can talk about aliens for a half hour.
Listen, I can talk about aliens for like 3 hours. I had this discussion yesterday as well. We talked about UFOs and how the military Okay, I'm gonna bring this up now as like a teaser. Apparently, the military keeps finding UFOs, and it's become such a problem that now the Senate it's not the Judiciary Committee. The Senate has to hold a national security briefing on UFOs because the military keeps finding them, and they don't know what they are. And apparently, the technology that they've observed is literally like
hundreds of years,
above
hundreds
ours.
of years ahead of ours.
Yeah. So.
All right, so let's go over the list again to wrap up over here.
All right. First one, indie games. Second is anime. Third is waifus. Fourth is let's playing. Fifth is ocean.
Mm-hmm.
6 is intersectional art. 7 is traveling. 8 is books. 9 is console rankings. And then asterisk gush about them. That's what I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
10 is snack food tier ranking. 11 is Animal Crossing. 12 is cons. 13 is childhood nostalgia. 14 is marriage counseling. 15 is Marvel tier list, the characters and the movies. 16 is time travel. 17 is Danganronpa, Kyoko Kirigiri versus Chiaki Nanami. 18 is a month tier list. I feel like that's a dumb topic, but whatever.
It'll be fun. We get to talk about our favorite parts of each month.
Yeah. 19 is Studio Ghibli, and 20 is aliens. 20 topics, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here's where I'm gonna throw a curveball. These aren't gonna be in order. We're shuffling these.
Oh man.
So you gotta keep watching the podcast to be subscribed to hear the topic of discussion that you want. Aren't we jerks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, anyway. So this has been the TheSephiwraith Live. Is that what we're calling this? I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
We didn't have a discussion about this.
Who cares?
I feel like I had a really good idea, but I didn't write it down. Now I'm gonna have to search our history, our conversation history, and see where I proposed that.
Well, I mean, we could just change the name of the podcast every episode also.
That is true. That is true. We can do that.
So tune in next time for Season 1, Episode 1 of TheSephiwraith Live.
TheSephiwraith not live.
Well, it's live when we're recording it. It's not our fault they're not here.
True. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
See you next time.
WandaVision. Okay, anyway, we're done.